any sense. Katie, I'm really honored to be here today. I'm honored that you chose me to stand next to you and David as you were married. It's incredible, and I can't believe that I got to be there in this place. I feel lucky to be here with your family and with my family, and now with Fisher's family. I feel like we're all really lucky to have each other. I want to tell everybody a few ways that Katie's played a huge part in my life and in becoming who I am. And I'm guessing that my thoughts and stories will ring true to a lot of people in the audience, because I know Katie's had this effect on almost everybody that she's met in her entire life. In case anybody doesn't know, my family, the Connollys, and the Whitbecks grew up together. Our parents have been friends since before I was born. If you can imagine the chaos of all of us running around at all the Whitbecks or the Connollys parties, 4 blonde Connolly children, 4 blonde Whitbeck children, it was hard to tell who belonged to who. I was thrilled for my entire childhood because everybody always thought Katie and I were sisters. I have many early memories of our childhood revolving around our parents' parties, often leading to sleepovers here at the Whitbeck's house, games in the playhouse and in the backyard, sports in the Whitbeck basement. I've spent much of my life looking up to you, Katie, and trying to keep up with you, even more importantly. Katie and I went to school together at Academy. I remember when I was in the 7th grade, Katie was a big upper schooler, and she treated me like a friend. Because of that, I was the coolest 7th grader in the entire school. It was in 7th grade that we started after-school sports, and every day during soccer or lacrosse practice, we always started practice out by running a mile around Academy. Katie was always in first place, every time. And every day was my goal to be second. I remember those times, running behind you as the times I've dug deepest in my life, made myself work the hardest. And that's when I learned how to push myself and how to try hard for something that you really wanted. It was really trying to follow you. Over the past years, I've gotten to see Katie less than when we were kids, but every time I do see her, I remember why I love and respect her so much. She's the toughest woman that I know. Not only does she have the toughest don't mess with me exterior, but at the same time, Katie has an amazing depth to her strength. She'll listen to you for as long as you need, and then she'll say, okay, now what do you need to deal with that? I'm sure David and many other people here tonight have experienced having Katie challenge you to face something hard in your life and do something to make it better. We all know Katie is also an artist. You can look around the room and know that. It's gorgeous in here. Everywhere I've lived, I've had a painting that Katie painted on my wall. I brought it with me to all the many places I've lived, and I'm sure many other people here have a painting of Katie's on their wall at home too. Her art extends to her intuitions about fashion and to her amazing talent as a chef. A meal by Katie is a truly unforgettable experience, and David, you are a lucky man. Finally, Katie never fails to make me laugh. I always love getting her singing voicemails on my phone. And I have to mention now how she can imitate every teacher at Academy who ever gave us any trouble. It's really amazing. Last year I was lucky to spend a month in San Francisco, and I got to spend more time with Katie than I have since we were kids, but even better, I got to know David better. I finally got to understand who this David guy was and why they meant so much to each other. David and I had an incredible skiing adventure one day. I look forward to many more in the future. We have to get Katie out there. But I finally came to understand that David's calm manner and his patience with Katie and Katie's way of existing in this world are some of the qualities that I know she loves the most about you, David. There's a balance in your relationship that, although it took many years to perfect, now exists as an essential part of both of your lives. Katie, David, and Bauer, I know you'll continue to challenge and balance each other for years to come. I wish you happiness, and I know that you'll find success in all that you do because of your own talents, but more so because of the help you give each other and supporting each other, keeping each other grounded and keeping that balance. I hope whether we end up East Coast, West Coast, or split on either side, that our friendships will continue. I look forward to spending time together as our families grow. Maybe someday I'll have a husband too. I know that hopefully when I have that husband, we'll raise our kids together, knowing each other like we knew each other, teaching them the values of friendships that we learned from watching our parents go through the bad times together and the good times together. We've learned a lot from watching them support each other and love each other and celebrate each other, and I know we'll do the same. I love you guys both so much, and again, I feel so honored that I got to be there today watching you. Thanks.